Welcome back to another episode of the Audi Critics. I know I've been away for a while. You know, a lot of shit's been going on in the world, and, I didn't feel it was right to do some comedy just yet. But I decided, fuck that, you guys need a laugh. So I'm here, and I'm talking about what's wrong with the world. And before we go any further with that, everything's wrong with the world. But I'm here to give you a little examples and all that. Okay, you guys feel me right there? So, what's wrong with the world? Like I said, everything. But the first question, and you guys can, think about this to yourself. Whatever happened to the pursuit of happiness? It's called the pursuit of happiness, not guaranteed happiness. Not that it's going to get handed to you, happiness. You got to pursue it. You got to actually put some effort into finding your own happiness. With all this shit that's going on, first of all, I'm not saying black lives don't matter. I don't want anybody who watches this to think that I'm already talking shit about that. No, I'm talking about everybody who, the problem with the world is we either got people who don't give a fuck, which I can be categorized in that because, I'm just trying to live my best life. And then people who care too much. Let's take example, this Paw Patrol. People want to get one of the characters taken off because something about a cop, or cops getting taken off, or live PD getting taken off. What does that have to do with what's going on right now? You know what I mean? The whole thing is bad cops makes bad cops. Not all cops. Not all white people are bad. Not all black people are bad. Not all Hispanic people are bad. Not all Asians are bad. Not all aliens are bad. The problem I see is people like to categorize everybody. And that's one that, like I said, one of the things that's wrong with the world right now. Everybody, if you hear about one bad egg ruins the bunch kind of thing. And that's what I feel like everybody's doing. They want to make everybody believe that this person's bad because they fit in this category. I think if we took statistics out of everything and just understood that we all bleed red, the world would be a better place. But unfortunately, we look at the statistics and be like, well, this person's done this in this category, so we're going to group them in together. If we would just stop that, I think we'll be fine. And it's not just America, it's the whole world right now. Everything in the world is fucked. It's gotten to the point where nobody can do anything. The pursuit of happiness has become more of a dream now. Unless you're rich. If you're filthy rich, you got the pursuit of happiness in your pocket. And then still, that doesn't make people happy. Ask Kurt Cobain and all that. It doesn't make you happy. Maybe because, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie In Time with Justin Timberlake. But the whole idea is the more hours you have on your arm, the happier you're supposed to be because you don't have to worry about just dying out and all that. But no, that doesn't mean that you ain't gonna be depressed like anybody else. The thing that I've noticed is people don't, the hush subjects like being depressed or being raped or harassed or anything like that. People don't want to talk about it because it ruins how they feel. And that's the other thing that's a problem in the world. People like to, if it affects me, then I have a problem. If it affects anybody, then it should be a problem. Because just because it's not happening to you right now, doesn't mean in 10 years it's not going to happen to you. It also became the part where, here's what I'm thinking about. And you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. America. We escaped Britain to come over here because we wanted to be free. But if you look at it, we're more slaves here now than we were in Britain. We gotta pay extra taxes. Well, aren't we doing that now? Don't we have monopolies in the world still? I thought companies not supposed to have monopolies. You know, like Disney buying up all these other studios so they can only make movies that they want to make. Yes, I get that's a bad metaphor. But the whole thing is, it's gotten to the point where parents have to live with the children because they did all this stuff for their kids. Some obviously didn't, but they have to live with the kids because they're in debt now because they got a credit card. Now, some of them could have been bad with money. And that's what I'm saying. The pursuit of happiness. You know, we put our pursuit is actually pursuit of money, not happiness. Not too many people do what they want to do that makes them happy. They got to do what's going to feed them, clothe them, have a place to live, and all that. And by doing that, they lose a piece of themselves. And that's what's wrong with the world. I think that's what makes everybody mad too. That they see some of these people living their best life, and they get mad because they had to conform. I think the problem with rich old white people is they used to be those hippies, and they realized, man, I got nothing to my name. Like, what am I going to give my kids? What's my legacy going to be? Let me tell you something right fucking now. All we gotta be is people cremated or in the ground. That's all we're gonna be. Yes, some people's gonna make it in the history book, but guess what? Most of us, all the people who's gonna remember us is our kids and their kids. You think, you know, when getting older and they have to do the family tree, and they got this whole branch of everything, and they have to tell who this person was and their family members, that you gonna matter to anybody? You ain't gonna matter. They're gonna just look at you like, well, this is just this person. I had second cousin twice removed, Philip the Punisher Collins, and what did he do? Had a YouTube channel. I ain't out here to change the world. I ain't out here to change your thoughts. But I'm just saying, that's what's wrong with the world. That we want to have a legacy that's going to last for generations. Instead of having it where what I feel, and this is what I've changed, you know, in the last year, because I was that person who, what's my legacy going to be? I'm going to do what makes me happy, no matter what it is. You know, as long as it doesn't harm anybody. You know, yeah, I'm going to talk shit about some people in some of these comedy videos. But I'm going to do what I'm happy with. And at the end of the day, I can put my head down knowing that I ain't going to matter to anybody past this. You know, past maybe if I have kids or have a wife or anything like that. I'm fine with that at the end of the day if I'm doing what I want to do. But I understand, you know, if you conform, you ain't going to be happy because it's not your vision anymore. Which comes to a point, little quick off the subject, but fast food restaurants and all that. The reason why I feel like people get mad at fast food restaurants for messing up their order is because they conformed and they're not their own boss, and they have to take all these other being told what they need to do and what they can do and all that, that the only time they ever get to make a decision is when they go out to eat. And if that's messed up, that's where they get pissed off. But I just feel that we just need to look at each other and just realize, hey, you're human, I'm human, And as long as you don't do anything that hurts me, and I don't do anything that hurts you, that's all that we should be. It should ELE. Everybody love everybody, no matter what. You don't have to like them and all that, but love them as a human. Because at the end of the day, maybe your best enemy might be your best friend, because you just get told why you shouldn't like each other instead of getting to know that person. I'm the person who, if I don't like you, there's a reason. Not because of your skin color, not because of what you believe. Well, could be because of what you believe. Like, there's certain people that I don't like because keyboard warriors, for instance. I've had a video about that. People who just type things on the internet and don't do anything to help the problem. Because at the end of the day, people get tired of being told what to do. And that's what I feel like the problem in the world right now is. People want to tell people this is what you should do and this is what you shouldn't do, instead of letting people fuck up for themselves and realize. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you touch the top of the stove element burner and it's hot. You got two options: don't touch it or touch it. And if you touch it, you probably ain't gonna touch it again. People need to learn to get burned and realize not to do that again. Instead of being told from the very beginning, don't do that. Only thing I believe in, don't be a killer. Don't be a rapist. Don't be a molester. You know, all these things are the only things that I believe in, that as long as you're not that, you should be good. But don't be telling people what they should and shouldn't believe, because it goes against what you believe. Because not everything that you think is right. Because if that's the case, there'll be a lot more smart people in the world, there'll be a lot more richer people in the world, all of these things. But, newsflash, you guys aren't. And yes, some people will be mad because I said it like that. But here's the thing. I'm not important. You're not important. Only people that think that they're important is Illuminati. Not that I say I believe that. But, you know, I'm saying, like, I believe in the concept of that. There's a whole bunch of rich people who believe their own ego and you know, think that everything that poor people, middle class people do is wrong. Yeah, and they box them into a certain group and tell them, oh no, that's not right. Because if that's the case, then there wouldn't be rules that gets changed all the time. You know, what was good 30 years ago, you can't do now. Kind of idea. But that being said, you know, there's a lot of fucked up things in this world. We always got to realize we just got to be ourselves. I'm not saying, like, if you're racist, don't go out there and use racial slurs and all that, because that's fucked up. Because, like I said, you should love your fellow person. And as long as that person's not doing anything that affects you, that hurts you, or anything like that, that's all that should matter. Like I said, that person could end up being your brother, and you don't know it because you're hating with your eyes instead of loving with your heart. That being said, I'm not going to talk more about this because I just wanted to do a little quickish thought of what I feel about the world and why I think it's fucked up. I don't know, maybe I made some points, maybe I didn't make some points, but that's up to you. Anyways, I'm wrapping this up because it hurts my heart thinking about all this. So, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, Authority Critics. Don't forget to tell your grandma, your grandpa, your baby sister, baby brother. Because let's spread the love. ELE. Everybody love everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Phil the Puncher Collins. And stay classy.